guys, welcome back to my YouTube video, and today we're going to customize bleach knots on a wig and dye a wig jet black.
You a boss, bitch, just look at your hair. Oh yeah, yeah. And you got your makeup on, and I love what you wear.
Now, I get a lot of questions on how do I prep my wigs, how do I pluck my wigs, how do I dye my wigs, and how I bleach my knots. So in this video, you will learn all of those steps, step by step in this video. So just make sure you check out this tutorial of how I bleach my knots on my wig and how I dye my wig, because this is going to be a very detailed video. So today we're going to be working with some hair from my Mad Money vendor list. But my girls that have the Mad Money vendor list already, y'all already know what vendor I'm working with. I'm working with vendor 112 from the Mad Money vendor list. This is raw Indian hair. This hair is really, really fab. If you know, I love 40-inch hair. This is the same exact brand, but today we're going to be working with a 5x5 closure, and we're going to be installing an extra bundle for this. The BW2 bleach, and then you'll be needing 30 volume developer. These are some of my favorites that I use to dye my hair. So always use BW2 bleach and 30 volume developer. And then I have my little brush right here, bowl. So one or really two scoops will do this this closure good. 2 scoops and a half would do that. So a scoop and a half would do that very well. So you just want to pour your BW2 bleach in, and make sure you get this to a consistency where it looks like toothpaste. You don't want it too runny, and you do not want it too thick.
It's 7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me. Let's go. I'm about to show my ass. These niggas love free. How the fuck is that your man? If he right here with me, turned up with my nigga.
Consistency. If you can hold your bowl upside down and then nothing spills out, that is the perfect consistency. Or if you take your brush that you're going to use to apply it and stand it straight up and it doesn't tip over, fall over, it's the right consistency. If you can take it and it stands completely standing straight up, that's the right consistency, okay? I'm just going to take my BW2 bleach and I'm going to apply it to the wig. I start from the front of the lace and work my way back, okay? So I'm gonna start here and work my way back. Make sure we're bleaching the knots on that wig. Remember, you do not need a lot. You just want to set it on the front of those knots so those knots can be nice and bleached. The reason why you want to bleach your knots is because it makes the hairline look very natural. It's going to give it that scalp-like finish. It's going to look very tea. You want to let this sit for probably about 30 minutes to 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes to make sure the knots are perfect. If you always want to test the knots and see if they are bleached, just turn the wig upside down and you can look to see if the knots are bleached. I think I missed a couple of spots, so let me go ahead and knock that out real quick. Make sure you got enough on there and make sure your knots are nice and bleached. What to do is just wash this bleach clean off. And as you see right here, the bleach is just rolling off of the wig. Now, I know when y'all seen this wig, the lace looked black because the knots wasn't bleached. If you look at this wig now, this closure is a light brown color. On this wig is bleached. You see the difference between when we started and now? The wig knots are bleached on this wig. And this is what your wig should look like when you're done. You see this? It's a natural brown. You basically saturate this closure and make sure I get it nice and clean so it can stop the process of bleaching. You want to make sure you clean that really, really well. Like, you want to make sure you stop the process, because if you do not stop the process of that bleaching, that wig will keep on processing, and those knots will potentially become a bald wig. Really, no shade. Take your spray nozzle and get all of the suds out. As you see right here, the knots are perfectly bleached on this wig. You can see my hand underneath the lace and it looks like scalp. This is a perfectly bleached wig. What I'm about to do is I'm about to take this extra bundle that I'm going to sew in the back of the wig, and I'm going to dye this bundle jet black. Now, a lot of people always want to know what type of jet black dye that I use. A lot of people use Adore watercolor, but that doesn't last really long because after so many times that black becomes faded. If you want to make sure your hair is jet black, you're going to use Revlon in the color 1 Black. This is the best black dye or jet black dye I love to use for my hair. All you have to do is open up this first part, and all you have to do is open up the second part and pour this. Inside. And all you want to do is cut the tip off and apply it to your bundles or wig. Take this product and just smear it all over the hair, and this is going to make sure the hair is jet black. You will know when this process is started because it comes out like a creamy color and then it becomes dark. Like the product becomes very dark. Let me move this to the side so y'all can see. And this is going to get the hair really jet black. Okay, and you want to make sure you lather this really, really good. That's why you have to make sure you buy a lot of bottles of this stuff, because you want to make sure the hair is lathered on both sides. Okay, both sides if you want that jet black color. You want to make sure you're working it in. Once you get it spreaded on both sides, kind of take your hand and finesse it in. So you make sure you're coating each strand of hair. And just work it in. But make sure when you put it on one side, you flip it and get it on the other side, because you want to make sure each part, each strand make sure you buy enough bottles or enough packs so you have everything coated nicely, because you want these bundles to be jet black, not brown, not green, jet black. And you see, like, it's stripping the color off of this. Make sure you hit those ends. And I basically use a whole bottle on this. Just let that process. Let that sit about 20 minutes and it'll be jet black. So now that we have the bundles nice and clean, they are shampooed and conditioned, we're going to let these sit out and air dry. And now we're going to dye the wig jet black as well. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to dye the wig. It is now dry from when we washed the closure. We're just going to use the same exact product. We're going to use the Revlon black dye. This is what I use for all my hair for the jet black look. And we already have our bottle prepped and shaken up and ready to be applied to the hair. So what I'm going to do is just apply a little bit onto the hair and make sure we saturate this really nice. You want to make sure you get every strand and saturate it really good. Sometimes you may need a brush or a comb to make sure you just comb it through really nice. I do have my brush over here that I'm going to use for that. And you just want to make sure you comb this product through the hair. You want to make sure you saturate every piece of hair so it can become jet black. And we're just going to work this through the entire wig in sections and get this wig dyed black.
They hate a bitch, but they stole the flow. Got back in at the back end coming. Fuck with my stole the show. Don't run up on that bitch, she a head case. All she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out in parachute. I'm geeked on next week, got no more features. I might just start you. I'm geeked on next week, got no more features. I might embarrass you. Tag glow, stomp a little pussy, hoe get some shell toes. Tag glow, slapping rap bitches and making bail, hoe. Tag glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails, hoe. Tag glow, no competition. My shit is layers, ho. Tag glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell, ho. Tag glow. Keep running circles around these snail, ho. Tag glow. And my shit bumping up in the jail, ho. Get glow, where you been at? Mine. Everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck. Got M&M's in my garage. With the crank up on the hoe. You bitches better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players. My folks don't keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky, bitch, when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood, bitches, motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get them glow, them bitches fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get them glow, stop overthinking, these hoes can't fuck with you. Get them glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let a hoe play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang glow. Stomp a little pussy, hoe get some shell toes. Gang glow, slapping rap bitches and making bail, hoe. Gang glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails, hoe. Gang glow, no competition.
We have the wig all dyed jet black. We're going to wash this dye out of the wig. Y'all gonna make sure you wash this wig very thorough because black dye, girl, once you think all of the black dye is out, it's not out. So you really have to make sure you wash the black dye out of these wigs. Okay, me personally, I love to use hot water to get all of the dye out. So make sure you wash this wig very thorough, getting all of the dye out of this wig. Okay, and as you see right here, we're just washing it. It may take a couple of rinses and a couple of shampoos to get the dye out, but you want to make sure you get it out very thorough. So now that we have the wig all nice and clean, we're going to let this wig air dry. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this video. This is part 1 of how to prep your wig. We bleach knots, We dyed the wig. We did all of those amazing things in this video. Part 2 will be me customizing and styling the wig and then sewing in the extra bundle. So make sure you check in for part 2. That will be posted really soon. But this is part 1 of how to prep the hair, how to wash it, how to bleach the knots, and how to dye the hair jet black. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If this video is really dope and amazing, this is step by step of how to make sure your wig is slayed. Love you guys.